What's up guys, konnichiwa, welcome to the Practical Japanese channel. My name is Ryan and today we are going to be talking about some of the differences between Japanese foreigners and non-Japanese Japanese. If you like this video, be sure to give it and Totoro one of these and we'll do a dance for you at the end of the video. Alright, so jumping right in, we have our first group and that is the obvious Japanese people, otherwise known as Nihonjin. And in order to be Nihonjin, all you need is Japanese citizenship or a Japanese passport. That's it. Our second group is the non-Japanese Japanese. And yes, believe it or not, there is a difference between being Japanese and being Japanese but not Japanese. Let me explain. This group, the non-Japanese Japanese, are called Nikkeijin, and they are ethnically Japanese but do not have Japanese citizenship or a Japanese passport, aka me. And of course we have our third group, and that is the Gaijin or the Gaijin. And these are people who just don't have Japanese citizenship or a Japanese passport, including the non-Japanese Japanese or Nikkeijin. That is it. In other words, it doesn't matter if you're actually ethnically Japanese or not, you're still considered a foreigner just because you don't have a passport. Unfortunately, in Japan, there is still a level of ignorant racism towards people who don't look ethnically Japanese, even if they were born and raised in Japan, have Japanese citizenship, have a Japanese passport, and are completely fluent at speaking, reading, and writing Japanese. Those people are technically Nihonjin because they have citizenship, but they will probably be treated as Gaijin their entire life. This is probably because Japan is such a monocultured country that they simply just don't have much contact or experience with other cultures around the world other than their own. Now within the past couple decades, yes, there are a lot more Gaijin living in Japan, there are a lot more Japanese people learning English in school, but I would still go out on a limb and say that more than 90% of Japan still knows very little to no English at all. Thus, this thing that I call ignorant racism continues to this day. But wait, there's more. Remember when I mentioned that thing called Nikkeijin, or the non-Japanese Japanese people? For some reason, for Japanese people from Japan, they make a very big distinction between Nihonjin and Nikkeijin. To better understand this distinction, I'm gonna have to tell you a true story. こんにちは。はい、こんにちは。アパートの賃貸契約が来月終わるので、もう1年間延ばすことができますか？はい、できますよ。ちょっとパスポートのコピーをさせていただきます。はい、鈴木さんと菅野さんですね。菅野さん、日本のパスポートお持ちでないですか？持っていないです。国籍はアメリカです。そうですか。大変申し訳ございませんが、これから日本の国籍持ちでないと、このアパートに住むことはできません。本当ですか？僕もう1年間住んでたけど。はい、でも大家さんが日本人のみしかレンタルしたくないので申し訳ございません。は？でも僕はほぼ日本人じゃん。僕の中に流れてる血が日本の血ですよ。日本語の読み書きもできますよ。もし大家さんが不安だったら僕直接話すことができますか？申し訳ありませんがそんなこともできないですね。なので今月が終わるまでにアパートを出なければならないのです。マジで？何なんだよこれ。全く意味わかんないんだけど。So as you can see in this example, Japanese people without Japanese citizenship are treated like any other foreigner. However, when it comes to our Japanese language abilities, they expect us to somehow be able to communicate just like them. How do I know this? I deal with Japanese customers every day. If for some reason you forgot a word, or your keigo is not that good, then for some reason they think something's wrong with you and wonder why your Japanese is not like theirs. Now I must say this is mostly for the people from the city. The ones who are from the country are much nicer. But with that being said, that is more or less my experience being a non-Japanese Japanese person. To be honest, one of the biggest benefits is I can fake being a foreigner when I'm in America, especially when I'm at the mall walking past those like kiosks and one of those guys from like Europe approach you and try to sell you something. But anyway guys, before we end this video, my question to you is, what is your experience with racism in Japan? And if you happen to be Japanese, please tell me what are your thoughts. Let me know in the comments section and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Let's get a little conversation going here, I'm curious. So anyway guys, that is all for this video. Thank you again for watching. ありがとうございます。また次の動画でお会いしましょう。じゃあ、またね。